Hey everyone, hello, welcome to Magnolias. It is a Monday, that means it's live design day, and I'm Amy.
I'm Kate, and it is going to be a busy day. We are getting a lot of orders out from Saturday's Plinko Live. If you remembered, or maybe you missed it, on Saturday we did Prize Plinko.
We did,
because
it was pretty fun.
It was National Game Show Day this weekend, so we thought it would be fun. And there was a ton of orders from that, so they're getting those orders packed up and sent out today. Jan and Todd are both shipping. Kayla and Riley are pulling orders. Kelsey's making new designs, and there's a lot of happening around here. So thank you for your orders this weekend. It was a really fun Saturday and busy at the store, I heard.
We had a very busy day.
Yeah.
The farmer's market always brings people to town. I don't know what else was going on, but there was lots of out-of-town visitors.
I think there was softball.
And a lot of traffic.
I feel like there was softball in town or something. So we hope you had a nice weekend. It was a beautiful weather weekend. We're going to get a little rain today, but we decided, I've kind of been putting these designs together, and we decided to make a collection that we're calling Scenic Route. Love the name, by the way.
Did anybody guess it last night when I
posted
that?
No, I didn't notice anyone.
Did anybody guess I was doing a lake look? That's what I'm wondering. From the little reel that I shared, I forgot to check too. I posted the display that I'm starting at the store. So the pieces I'm making today will be part of the collection that I'll be finishing the displays at the store today also.
So we're calling it Scenic Route.
It will be fun.
And it's an everyday collection that is good for lakefront to beachfront, more casual, but you can use it year-round and just kind of transition into more everyday styles for the summer. So I'm excited to get this all put together, and hopefully, if you have time, tomorrow we'll show it during Facebook Live.
I think we could. Tuesday night, it'll give me all day to finish up the look and have the help I need to get the display completely done, but I'll try to keep you updated on how that's going. So the theme of the collection is that it's light, airy, kind of weedy look, casual. Here's an example of some flowers I'm going to make a drop-in first. And of course I have to use rustic, so I think that the look's a little bit rustic, but I will mix in modern as I design it at the store. I'll put a little bit of modern something. I haven't found all the things yet. I need to walk through with my cart, shop the store, move some decor over, add the new things as they come in. We have some new trays coming.
Yeah, hello Sharon, Diana, Deborah, hello, Donna and Carol, hello, Ruth and Brenda.
Hey everybody.
Suzanne in Oklahoma. Hello, Charlotte. Deborah in sunny Pennsylvania. Christine and Tracy.
Wow,
good to have you all on.
Joining.
Ruth said, where was it posted? I saw the fireworks light. That was all I saw. I think it was posted on Instagram.
It was before that. Did it not make it to
Instagram.
Facebook?
Facebook doesn't show them very well. It's on Instagram.
I try to share things to the VIP group because it doesn't always share there either. So I thought I shared that, but maybe I forgot.
Reels don't really transition over to Facebook.
So they don't go
There's not like a way to go see them easily.
I just told her today, if I'm going to be making this stuff, I need to learn more things about how to make these things
work. When I do a video, I post it in 4 places: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Oh.
So I'm posting it 4 times.
YouTube. I never thought about YouTube. I can put it there.
Hey, aloha, Kathy. She's home. Marsha.
She is.
Hello, Barb and Kathy. So yes, the Scenic Route collection, I have started the collection online. That's the Blueberry Oats bundle in the short size.
Bundle.
So I started the Scenic Route collection. We have made designs, as we talked about. We've made designs for it, but we haven't added the accessories and other things in. So I'll drop a link to the growing Scenic Route collection.
And we're making more designs today. So then tomorrow when I set it up at the store, you'll get the full effect of the vibe, because I can create the cool displays at the store that make the whole thing come alive, to me at least. And this vase, of course, will be the very first vase I would start with on that look, because it is the rustic, outdoorsy feel that we're after. And I also am using this gorgeous eucalyptus. This is so pretty. I haven't had nice eucalyptus like this in a long, long time. And this year we scored with this giant jumbo euc. So I'm going to put one of those in the middle. It is a pretty blue-green, and I think, of course, if you're thinking Scenic Route, the reason I chose that name is because it's no matter where you travel in the summer, wherever your summer travels take you, it's nice to bring that vibe home with you so that you have a little, escape in your home. So let's use that word, Kate, as we market it.
The escape,
An escape
yes.
in your home, because I love to get out my summery collections from traveling, and in my handy dandy bag next to me I brought my seashells and
fun.
some sea glass, and funky rocks, things like that remind me of our vacation travels. Kate collects sand.
I do.
She gets sand when she
I
travels.
need to post a photo. I have a really cool bowl at my house. It's a wood, it's like the Mandy wood tray from here. It's like a deep 2-inch,
Yes.
and I pour all of my sand that I collect. So I have sand from
It's
10
in the same
countries.
thing in one
Yes,
tray?
yes,
Oh,
yeah. So it's a
that's cool.
collection of sand from all over the world
10
and across the
countries.
U.S.
This is allium, by the way, if you didn't know what this little guy is. It comes in large and small. This is the small size. We have giant lavender colored allium, but this is 2 different sizes here. And then we're also going to, in the center, use these 2 items. I forget the name of this little guy.
Which
this
one?
comes in 2 colors.
Foliage stem.
It is a very pretty lighter green, but notice none of these greens are like a deep true green. These are all softer, more muted greens that are going in here, and I like that. We're also going to add to the blueberry that comes with the spray. And by the way, this little pre-made drop-in spray comes as a longer single stem, smaller spray, and it also comes as a wreath. I don't know if there's a garland. There might be a garland.
Which
I forget.
one? Sorry.
The oats. Pick. Do we have the garland, or am I imagining
We
it?
try to keep that one in stock. I can't quite remember.
So we're
kind of redoing our shelving in prep of the Christmas and fall that we're receiving.
And I'm putting the blueberry in here. I have 1 stem of a blueberry that is going in the center. So we have dark blue and light blue. Then we're going to add in 1 mini pom-pom mum. I don't love these limey leaves, but thankfully there's only a couple, so they're going to hide once I fan this out in the center.
Karen can't wait to see this collection all done.
Me either, Karen.
Hello, Cindy in Virginia. Pat saying hello today. Oh, funny. Deborah said my granddaughter's rock band's called the Scenic Route. That's funny.
Oh, really? Cool.
Hello,
to be in a rock
Barbara.
band.
I know.
That'd be
Barbara
so
in
fun.
Wisconsin. Hello, Jennifer in Holland. Oh, Deborah collects sand too. It's kind of
nice.
something I started doing very early on when I went to one of my first travels, which was a lava rock black sand beach in Greece.
Ooh, Real Touch hydrangea.
Is that the Fairhope, I think? Fairhope hydrangea.
This one has muted leaves. The other one has bright leaves, and this is the only one that feels real. So this is a natural touch. Really a pretty combo. Now, if you don't remember how Mondays work, I'm making this design now, so it doesn't exist as an online product.
Right.
If you would like it, it will have to become a product tomorrow, actually. Mm-hmm. But you can order one between today and tomorrow by sending a message or adding it in an order note in your online order of anything else you might be ordering.
Kayla will be checking messages today.
These will be regular priced items, and now that I've got it dropped in my vase, I'm just going to put a brown taped wire. But of course the secret is not to put the wire right at the top of the vase. We still want it to flare out, so I have to drop my wire like 1 inch below at least the top of the neck of the vase so as not to squish it together. I still need it to be able to flare. When I wire it, it's going to naturally pull together tighter, and I don't want it to look like it went upright and got squished.
Hey, thanks for joining us today, everyone. What did you guys do this weekend? Did you do anything besides work, Mom?
I did some painting on my house so I could check the color that it's going to be painted.
There you go.
The siding is getting done, and so I tried out all the paint combos, and I forgot to take pictures to show you.
Yeah.
But it needs it. And
I went camping.
It will be cool. You went camping?
I did.
Oh, did you go to Yankton?
Yeah, I had the girls until, sometime in the afternoon after we woke up for a nap. And then they went home, and I went up and did some camping.
Okay. Well, it was probably nice at night. It's not
Yeah, it
so
was
muggy
beautiful.
yet with the Today, being 91 though, it's very muggy outside
It
and
is
windy.
muggy,
Like
yeah.
the wind came up, of course, because it's Nebraska and we have to
Right.
have stupid wind.
We
to
can't
go
have
with
nice things.
it. No. And the house that I was just at before I came here, she was showing me her patio furniture, and she
Yes.
said,
Yep. So I'll add this up when Mom's
Hopefully
done
we'll
with
get-
it. So.
"So we
Oh,
are."
Lonnie saw the title. Yes, Amy, sorry, not Mom. She is Mom to me, not to you. Amy is a master floral designer, started in fresh florals and before I was born, and has been doing this for, oh my gosh, how long?
Since I was 16.
Yeah,
A long time.
a long time. We won't give numbers.
Almost 40
A lady
years.
never tells. So, yes, master floral designer, and just transition that into silk florals that last forever. So you can get a beautiful piece, and all you have to do is look at it. No water required.
That's
Is
true.
the goal around here.
So this little bendy branch that I'm winding through here is also going to hide my wires a little bit, and I'm going to try to pull it through the design.
Ruth said, we call her Mom Amy.
Yeah, I can have two names.
And Grandma Rachel is Grandma Rachel.
Everybody can call her Grandma Rachel. And Grandpa
Hello,
Marv.
Terry. Sunny and warm today. It's sunny today. It's supposed to have a
We've
bad
got
storm
the
tonight,
Canadian
apparently.
smoke.
Yeah, my
You guys
throat's
have,
been
I bet you have it
hurting.
in Minnesota. You have it in, it's really bad.
It is.
I'm surprised we didn't see it in Wisconsin. Well, it was probably there now. It didn't
Right.
start while we were there.
Yeah,
But
right.
here, the smoke is ridiculous. So yesterday,
It
when the
is.
sun set, it was the weirdest thing. It looked like an orange basketball in the sky because the smoke obscured the sun and made it just look like an orange ball. It was odd
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
sunset.
very strange. That's looking nice. So this is going to be an everyday design that you can use all the time.
Just need to get this little vine doing something. So when you get the vine, it's going to be somewhat loose so that you can play with it to give your design some movement. Here we have it over here. So you could bend it out, you could curl it. This is one stem, and I forget the price of the stem, but it is one of our, I think it's the 4-foot one. The rest of them are longer. This is the 4-foot bendy vine in dark brown. That is a great one. That's worth dropping a link by itself because that is a perfect finish to a rustic design. Okay, so then the
Gorgeous.
price point of this one,
Do you want me to add it up, or do you have it
I
added?
just need a pen,
Oh, right here.
and then I can do math really fast.
We can do math.
I can do
Yes,
math.
smoke in Wisconsin. It's pretty cloudy, and in Iowa. Hello, Kim.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're saying you'll get smoke in Tennessee. Wow. Smoke in Illinois since Saturday.
Wow, goodness.
Crazy.
I think it's
Hey,
really
Marilyn.
a problem, actually.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I remember in FOCO when we had those bad
Did
fires
we?
in Boulder. It was crazy.
Oh, I suppose. Did we get any titles going?
No, I
I
have
forgot
not
to
asked.
ask you. I need to title it something. It's $134.50.
$134.50 regular price.
And it is, I'll give you a good look at it here. It's a nice variety of lots of different things in order to get it give it a weedy kind of garden gathered, meadow gathered vibe. Is that a thing? Meadow vibe? Gathered vibe. It's 36 inches tall. It is, here you go, 36 tall. She can write the dimensions down. It fits in the large Paulownia wood vase, which of course is an awesome turned wood vase.
We love that vase.
It is 20 inches wide.
The
all the
design
way
is
around.
20.
20 inches across the circumference.
Okay.
And you get the hydrangeas, you get the cool allium, which I think is what's interesting because the allium really looks like a weed could be growing.
Yeah, we want it to look more casual, gathered, rustic, weedy,
Right.
airy.
goal.
Those are kind of the keywords in this look that we're calling Scenic Route. So,
That one on the floor ready to go?
Meadow Splendor.
Perfect.
So this is going to be the Meadow Splendor drop-in. Mom,
I
how much
love
is the
that.
vase? Do you know? Does it have a price on it?
That would be too easy, but
Yes.
it does.
Oh, it does?
The 16 inch is $69.50.
Okay.
And then let me show you the short guy that I have behind me. I gathered it so that we would have it for comparison. So the short one is $840, $950. The circumference is slightly wider. We get these in an assorted case, many at a time, and you never know what they're going to look like. Sometimes they come out a little narrower, sometimes they're big and chunky, sometimes they have more smooth surface, sometimes they have more bark, because they turn a piece of log and they drill it all the way down. So this piece, look at how close they drill it to the table. This is very unusual because most of the time when I get a wood vase, they drill it like this deep, which is so frustrating.
Annoying, yeah.
But this one, they've drilled it way down so that this whole stem situation fits in there. And you'll enjoy this for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, Sue
It's
has that
awesome for
vase. She
fall.
loves it. We've sold so many of these
Lots
vases.
and lots and
They're
lots.
just such a good classic vase. I really use it heavily in fall and winter designs, but it's just one of those versatile pieces. And also, have you heard of biophilic designs?
Yes.
Where, we're bringing in more natural elements into our spaces. So
Ooh,
this is
that's a
part of
big
that
word.
biophilic designs where, my coffee tables, if you've ever watched one of my home tours, are just wood chunks are my coffee tables. And
Right.
that kind of stuff is just really becoming popular. And
We're
this is
also gonna
just
make-
one of those things that transitions in there. Mary has hers. She
Yes.
loves it.
Is that ready to go beside you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then let's grab
Linda.
that. And here's my next one.
Morning on the first Monday in June. Beautiful vase and design. I really enjoy my vase. She gifted 4 family members a drop-in and a vase last Christmas. Wow.
That is nice of you. That's a great gift.
Quite the Mrs. Claus we have.
And then they could do whatever they want as the year progresses.
Absolutely. And we specialize in silk floral design. That's all we do. That is our claim to fame, is our high-quality silk floral designs. Each one is completely unique. All of our floral designs are made in-house by either Mom, Linda, or Kelsey. And that is just kind of the charm, is each one is so special, different. You won't find them anywhere else.
This is the 7-inch natural. The title is escaping me, but I know this is the 7-inch bowl.
Oh, wait, I have it here on the phone.
It's terracotta, but it's super rustic. So I should write down the price.
It's called
of that.
it's actually the 9.5-inch antiqued redstone big
This
bowl.
is the 9.5.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, did my pen go with you? 'Cause
No, you said it right here. I didn't take it. I have a pen.
Okay, got it. So then that price point on the bowl needs
The
to be
bowl
added
was
here.
$19. No, it's
19?
included in that. Sorry, it was included in the stem.
Oh, the bowl should be separate.
Okay,
$19.
but that's where I had put it.
So you need to take that out of there because we got to track it separate. Anyway, it comes with a hole.
we don't,
So
Mom.
for $19, if you want to have this design
I had it.
for outdoor succulents or outdoor plants, it's perfect. It's just clay, and it does have a fun, I think they call it redware or something different though. And then we're going to, well, the glue
Redstone.
Redstone, thank you.
Sue needs a large swag. Well, Sue, watch tomorrow's Facebook Live. We have a few large swags.
This is
and we'll
going to be
give
a
you
large
Oh,
swag?
yeah. Whoa.
I'm
Mom read
making a
your
large
mind already.
swag. I knew you would be asking for that today.
We can never have enough swags in the store, I think.
Everybody wants stuff for their door, and a swag is probably sold equally for the door. Although the one I'm making, I'm planning to make it as a tray piece. So let me get a bunch of glue on this. My glue's not quite melted. I'm off camera with hand glue if you're wondering what I'm doing. It's a mess because it's still got chunks.
That's what happens.
There you go. You can see I got glue on that. We do sell this high quality, super fine design foam for $5.50 a block. And we sell piles of it because this is not sold anywhere that I've ever seen outside of wholesalers. I don't ever see this anywhere in the retail locations. And in order to use this up and help this wedge, I'm actually going to put a couple pieces on the sides because if it's traveling in shipment, I don't want it to be able to pop itself out of the container.
True.
So if I wedge it, it'll stay a little bit better.
Make it nice and snug.
Yeah, not that I need the extra surface as much as I need it to not be popping out.
Right.
Oh man, my stomach's growling. I obviously was eating too much over the weekend. It thinks it needs to eat now.
That is the problem. Get used to the snacks.
Well, we were on vacation and we were overeating on vacation.
We were snacking constantly, and that
we
just
had
is
like
terrible.
a late meal, and then we had to have another meal. And
The girls always want snacks.
Everybody's got snacks. We're all traveling with snacks. I wonder what happened to my turntable in here. Do I have one? Just got to thinking that would be useful, and I should also have.
Well, we wouldn't have removed it from this room, would we?
Can I bug you to go get moss?
Moss? What kind of moss?
Green sheet moss.
Green sheet.
While you're grabbing me moss, I'll talk about moss.
Oh, it's down here.
Do you have it? Oh, I should be more organized, but it's Monday. That's what we need. Yeah, if you get this at home, you probably want to put felt dots on the bottom. So we're going to use, I'll run through some of these things while she's grabbing me my moss. We're going to use green sheet moss today. I don't want to open these bags. They're for resale, but we do sell for like $8 or $9 Spanish moss, green Spanish moss, and what I'm going to use today, this sheet moss. And it's beautifully dyed, preserved, and soft, not dusty, flaky, and pale. So you're going to get nice, clean, soft moss from a brand called Super Moss, which is the best brand in my opinion. That's what we like to buy around here, is the best brands. We're also going to use these two little bushes that are UV Protect, outdoor safe, whether that is relevant. I'm not using 100% outdoor items. So these two could be, and they're $4.50 a bush. This is our gorgeous Queen Anne's lace that we're going to use.
Hi, Joyce.
And we've got two succulents today that are blue purpley toned. This one is a finger succulent in a blue purple color, and this one is the spiny succulent in blue sage. And then the centerpiece of this design is going to be this grass bush here. This is the black-eyed Susan bush in white. I think we have it in pink still. Pale pink, pale pinky
Yes.
pink.
Yeah, it's
a warm pink color.
Kind of a corally pink, I think.
So let's get that going on. Let me lay my moss on here. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that nice moss? Premium moss. Lovely, lovely sheet moss. So, you know, even when you're designing trays, sometimes you can, if you're doing a really rustic tray look, you can use moss in a tray as part of your tray design.
Hi, Grandma. Janet loves succulents. Grandma's curious to see what you come up with today.
I'm curious too, Mom.
I didn't have a hand in any of it, so I have no idea.
She doesn't know what I'm doing.
I don't.
Nobody knows what I'm doing. I just swept in.
Do you know what you're doing?
Organized my stuff and ran to a customer's home. So that's what I was doing.
Another manic Monday.
Yeah, I got lots of things going on. We do lots of window coverings, and we've been doing these outside shades that go on porches, decks, and patios. Holy cow, lots of people need those.
Yeah.
They are amazing. Okay, now, the reason this isn't going to be a great outdoor piece, even though a lot of the components could be, this grass maybe would be fine where you live. But in the heat of summer, the grass gets hot and it literally melts and flops. So instead of being upright, it just...
Yeah, it doesn't have enough, it doesn't have a wire in it.
PVC, yes, it's PVC, and PVC material can actually melt in the heat and it will just lay over. I've seen people stuff in their front yards just like laying over and looking terrible. Yeah, so we're going to cut the Queen Anne's lace in half and use it on each side. I might need some extra greens, but we'll see.
We'll see. I like that black-eyed Susan though.
Of this garden, it's going to look like a little garden pot with succulents at the base.
Grandma, did you get some gardening done this weekend? We mowed. That was the extent of it. And I saw a snake and then I went inside. I gave up after that.
You have snakes over there.
I have not had snakes for 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't had any.
But
and then
you've
all
seen
of a sudden,
twice this year?
Yes.
It's not even that wet.
No. One was really
Seems
big
so
and one
bad.
was tiny. And neither of them were caught.
Uh-oh.
and dealt with.
So that means they're out and about.
That means they're out and about, and my house will be stinking like mothballs if you come over.
Oh, gosh.
Snakes, I can't do snakes. Snakes and worms.
Snakes and worms are
Snakes
no-go.
and worms are no-go for me. Ew.
Well, I'm with you on that.
And then my lovely neighbor, she's so nice. She has this huge asparagus patch. She said, go pick some. I have a ton. And I know for a fact that hers is riddled with snakes. And I was like, okay, just a few. I was so careful. I was nervous.
I could use some asparagus. My mom can pick me some, hopefully. Do you still have
Does
some?
Grandma have a bunch?
Did. My asparagus went straight to seed, so I didn't get... Let's put this one on the side.
I put mine to seed on purpose, but...
Well, that's what it wanted to do, because it's new asparagus.
Yes.
I guess that's the thing. Like, you're supposed to let your asparagus do what it wants, and this year it went straight to seed. So
that's what I was told as well.
There we go. Okay, we're going to need the bendy vine down here that I got for this purpose, and I'm going to need a little bit of greens, just something. So you can see the symmetry, 1, 2, 3 decor pieces and 2 bushes that alternate nicely, but there's a little room for some other kind of greens.
Donna, snake! Ah!
Yeah, snakes are a no-go.
I can't do snakes.
This fern.
Oh, the June bugs keep me inside, Tracy said. You know, it was so funny that you mentioned that. We were sitting at the campsite in Yankton. It's a beautiful area, hanging out with my uncle, and I'm like, oh no, June bugs. It's too early for June bugs. And he said, in 4 hours it'll be June. And I was like, oh my gosh, it hit me like a freight train. What day is it?
There's June bugs.
It's June, just
They
like that.
are flying in the house and dying, hanging on my screen.
Grandma hasn't had any snakes? What? That doesn't make sense. Grandma house has tons of snakes.
I haven't seen any.
Dawn hates snakes. Was told by a garden nursery manager to use weed and feed. Snakes don't like it.
Oh. There you go. Okay,
It was
we
just
added
a
little
gardener's
fern.
sake, Christine.
That
I'm just a
helps.
wuss.
I just added a little scrap of fern, and now we're going to add my bendy
Ooh,
vine up on
fun.
the floor. So it is simple, but lovely.
Cindy said, Amy magically creates. That should be the name for Monday.
Okay.
Not live design, it's magical creations.
Magically creating.
That's
Okay,
funny.
That looks better if we flare these out a little
Oh my
bit.
gosh, Karen had rattlesnakes. Ooh.
That would really be a little more life-threatening than a gardener snake.
Okay, I'm totally gonna have to try that. She put down solar
Really
stakes that send off a sound that snakes don't like.
Really, that's a thing? I need new solar stakes. That's what I should find.
Yeah.
Now we're going to loop some of this because it looks 100% better if you loop some of this.
These are good hints in the comments.
So I'm just going to bend it, and this bent point here will be firm enough to poke into the foam on its own. Plus, it leaves me a little spike of an end that I can go like that with.
Curly
That's why.
Q. We love bendy vine. If you don't know bendy vine, well, welcome to Magnolias Flower Family. Let's teach
Or
you a
we
few
like
things.
bendy vine.
We like bendy vine, which is basically long viney pieces of artificial floral, kind of an interesting texture in multiple colors. We have cream, green, brown, twiggy, mossy. We have all kinds of bendy vine, and they are movable, pliable pieces that just add texture and a different shape to our designs, and can be a really nice wire for designing in wreaths or garlands or centerpieces, swags. We use them in everything.
Exactly. I'm robbing a little bit of fern from a fern bush to give a little bit more filler, so I got to add for that.
Oh, Kayla knows the trick. Is she going to tell me it's chickens? Is the trick that she has chickens, Donna? Kayla bought more chickens, FYI.
More chickens.
Yes, 5 more chickens. Donna, your daughter has a problem.
She's a chicken addict.
She's a chicken addict.
Is there help for chicken addicts? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just had to laugh. She said, well, guess what happened this weekend? And I said, what?
What
I
happened?
said, she said she got more chickens. Oh my gosh, Kayla.
So it just happened accidentally?
Just accident. What fern are you using, Mom?
That would be the, is it called the rabbit's foot fern? I just tore the tag
The
off.
little one? Maidenhair?
I'm pointing at that. Is that
The big
maidenhair?
one? That's a maidenhair.
That's a maidenhair
Real
fern?
touch maidenhair. I'll
Okay.
double check. Really, I'm gonna search it.
The bush is here. This is the fern. It's
I don't think we have any rabbit's foot right now.
This is not in? Because I can't be using something that isn't in.
No, I'm saying I don't think anything is called rabbits.
Okay. I got to use in stock stuff so we can make more. So if you would like one of these designs, I'm going to add it up here quickly.
I'm looking to see which one she's using. Oh, it's the lace fern. This is the UV protected lace fern.
Does it have enough vines going on, or does it need more? I think it needs one more vine. I can't have too much vines.
You really can't.
It needs another vine. Get another
more
vine
vines. Lots of vines in this collection. Yes, Cindy, we can absolutely ship this piece. Mm-hmm. That is no problem. Lately, pretty much everything we make is shippable, and if it's not, we don't show it. We don't want to tease you.
But I do have at the store, Kelsey this Saturday when she worked with me, made 2 gorgeous, gorgeous, gigantic floor vase drop-ins that are, one of them is 6 feet tall.
Oh, she did end up making them.
Yes.
Cool.
We have a 6-foot tall one, and we have a 5-foot tall one in white and green, and one is the purple orchid, and some, it's like a magenta purpley burgundy color. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm happy. More vines are good.
Love this one, Phyllis said. We need a name, you guys.
So it is a garden look. It looks like a planter bowl. It's kind of it could be something bowl. It is airy on the top and chunky on the bottom. It has just a touch of color because our look is going to have blue accents in it.
They are loving that one. Yeah, it's just going to have like a touch of blue here and there. Blue is such a powerhouse color lately.
If you're a mushroom person, you should put the wicker mushroom in there.
Yes, you should.
This little mushroom's over here because his stem broke off. But look at how cute that would be. That would bring your white color down.
Cute.
So you could buy the extra add-on woven rattan mushroom cluster.
Yes.
It's like
and this is going to be a beautiful everyday design. You can use it year-round. We're making sure that this collection is really... So I won't put summer in the title of it, you guys.
8 + 5,
We'll go with Karen's Wild Garden Bowl. Wild Garden Bowl. I'm afraid if I put summer in the title, it'll get confusing.
So it's $111.
Okay.
111.
111.
Say the title one more time.
It's going to be called the Wild Garden Bowl. Wild Garden Bowl. Yes, Carol says. Beautiful design, Sharon says.
Wild Garden Bowl. Got it. Okay, I wrote it down because I forget everything, and I don't seem to have any more clippy clips.
That's okay. Just tuck it in there. All
Unless
good. Give it a little spin. Give it a little spin. Little show and tell. So 111 for the Wild Garden Bowl, made to order. So you can have this one. We'll make more if more orders come in. Mom can whip them up, as you can tell, quite quickly.
As long as I stand still.
As long as you stand still. And then we will send you an invoice when it's done and send it out right away as soon as the order's paid.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Add the mushroom, Kathy says. The mushroom's so fun.
The mushroom, yes. I'm going to sell the mushroom separately so that you should add it.
If you want the mushroom, just let us know.
There was a couple people in the store on Saturday. We were talking about mushrooms, and one of them just hated mushrooms. Like, okay, well, we shouldn't put it in
That's probably
everything.
like my aversion in gnomes.
Shouldn't put it in everything then. And by the way, the size on this one is 24 inches tall. It's like 24 by 15.
Okay, maybe I'll scribble that on here quick.
And that is
beautiful piece.
Now we're going to do the tray design. I'm excited about this one. This is the first one I put together today.
So it's 24 by 15.
So let's check it out and see.
We could do not quite 24. I'm going to call it 23.
Okay, to be conservative.
Yes, I always like to under-promise, over-deliver.
So the eucalyptus is going to make an appearance again.
There we go.
I think this is the clematis vine.
Yep.
Eucalyptus. Let's see. You did add this one up, or do you need these tags?
I didn't add that one up. The swag?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know I was adding up the swag.
Oh,
I can do that.
That's why I said it there. Sorry, I should have been
I thought you were
specific.
talking about the planter. I said, yes, I did that. Okay, that's fine. It only takes me a second.
Okay, and I think this is going to be an add-on, but not included in it because it's colored, and maybe you don't want any color. So we're going to do a tray swag, and then this butterfly will be the accent, kind of just like the mushroom, where if it's an alternate optional item. So let's set that to the side. And then we're going to use another Queen Anne's lace because it's making everything look ethereal and meadowy. Is meadowy a term? It's looking meadowy. So we're going to add a Queen Anne's lace. We are going to use 2 of them. one each way. This would be a quite large swag. This is not a tiny one, although I could maybe have Linda come up with a smaller version of it. This might be getting up there in price because I'm picking up 2 eucalyptuses. Oops, okay, now I just chucked 2 tags in here like a dummy.
I'm gonna need those.
2 Queen Anne's laces. White succulents. Where did I put it?
Which ones did you use?
2 of these Queen Anne's laces.
Queen Anne's?
$6.50, and then 2 of these eucalyptuses.
Symphony eucalyptus.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 eucalyptus, 2 Queen Anne's lace, 1 clematis vine. Now this is going to be the floral.
Queen Anne's lace is $10, ma'am.
It's $10? Oh, okay. This floral is the Summer Scabiosa bundle. And it comes with all of this stuff in it.
Oh, it's the jasmine vine, not clematis vine.
This is a jasmine
Yep.
vine? Okay, there's a clematis
So
bush
you're
and a
using
jasmine
2 of
vine.
these?
2 of those, 1 jasmine vine, 1 scabiosa thing.
1 scabiosa
And
thing.
so, unfortunately, this has 3 sections, but I'm going to pull them apart because they're paper wrapped.
There we go.
And then we have to retape the stems to make them look cleaned up again. But that way I can make one portion go each direction. So
Elizabeth, is this the one you're after? This one that Mom just did? The wild, what did we call it? Wild garden bowl? Kathy wants this one with the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, we can add the mushrooms.
Also, if the best thing to do is to send a message, because if you comment after live, I won't see it.
Yes, if you're watching it in replay, send a message, because
Yes.
I don't think anybody...
Comments get buried so quickly.
I don't think everybody finds the comments.
I think this is the one she's after.
But it is
We'll set that
fun
there.
to get these pieces, because then they're hot off the press, made just for you.
Okay, good. Got it.
Before they become online products. Sometimes we can turn them into online products, sometimes we run out of stuff and we can't.
Yeah.
It just depends. I tried to...
That's why we like to send you an invoice when it's done, to make sure we don't run out of stuff.
It's happened before.
Sharon wants that one too. I better start another note. Do you guys want, Elizabeth, Sharon, I know Kathy wants mushrooms. Do you guys want mushrooms?
Anybody want... I don't know how much the mushrooms are. Maybe $7.
Not that much.
$7 is a perhaps guess, and I'm just guessing. Okay, now the thing that this swag is going to get built on is this large doohickey, the moss twig garland, which is 74 inches long. This thing. So with this piece, here is the garland, and it's traily at the ends, thicker in the middle, all wired. This is faux moss, not real moss. And here's the tag for it.
Thank
These
you.
are maybes. I might not need to use those.
Okay,
So let's
I'll leave
try
them to
not
the
to
side.
keep the cost down. So what I want to do is just take the straight garland and make a loop in the center. And that way it'll use up some of the length. I might need to make 2 loops in the center. 1.
Yes, mushrooms are $6.50. Both people want mushrooms.
The mushrooms look good because the white color of the white floral brought down with the mushroom. I think that color looks nice. Here's how that would look with the little mushroom. And it'll be taller because that stem is broke.
Yes, Karen, the email is sales@Magnolias Online. I'll drop it in the comments here. And I believe it's on our website in the footer, like the bottom of the website.
There. So there's 2 loops.
Let me double check that it's there. Yes,
Can
it
you
is
see
at the
it?
bottom of our website as well, if you lose it. You know, I don't have a contact us page. Oh wait, I do, but it's hidden. I will make a contact us page.
Probably. That might explain why we have a hard time getting all the emails. There we go. So I like these branches and how they really trail out nicely, and the chunky stuff here is going to be the middle of the swag. So then all I have to do is stack it and wire it. Stack it and wire it is seemingly an easy idea. Let's put our eucalyptus down first because it's the chunkiest. And we're going to stack it on top.
Pat likes the mushrooms in it. Yeah, the mushrooms are cute in there. I like the wicker.
Wicker's in. Wicker, woven, rattan. We're going to lay this in a rattan tray. Okay, a eucalyptus going each direction.
There you go. That eucalyptus is so nice.
Make sure I got that even. And that, you can see, will form a good base. This can be a nice, fun, different idea for a centerpiece. Then we're going to cut the jasmine vine in half. So where is half? Here. And
you got it?
One each direction. Mm-hmm.
One-handed. She's a pro, everybody. Watch out.
Make it work.
Love it. We love a good loop-de-doo around here.
The loop-de-doos have really caught on. So
loop-de-doo.
We've always got loop-de-doos going on. There's a patriotic one Linda made that we've just had to make so many of them with the butterflies.
Yeah, that one was really popular. Hi, Tina. She said, I see you have the Polonia vase out there. I have the smaller one, and she needs a spring-summer drop-in that will fit.
Ooh, well, we have several online that would fit. Do you want to recommend one?
Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to
look.
look.
One that is behind you will fit.
Well, I'm just going to measure the depth so that way she kind of knows the overall size to go for. So first, the mossy twig. Let me get a link to that one. What was that called? That's not the traverse.
No, this mossy twig.
Oh, moss earth is what it's called.
Okay. Now we're going to put on the
moss earth bendy garland for $19.
Stuff is very snaggy, as you can see.
Bendy Vine can do that. Rhonda's loving this already. Judy loves the direction this is going.
Here it is. This is the direction it's going.
Okay, let's measure the small
Let's cut these off. I could have pre-cut and laid everything out, but
that'd be too easy.
That would be too easy.
So, while she's manhandling that, this is the small vase. The overall height was like 13 inches, 12 and a half inches. The drop-in space is 12 inches. And I think the overall height for a drop-in, a good size would be maybe 24 inches to 26 inches by like 14 inches wide. So 26 by 14 would be kind of your max size that I would recommend, so you don't overpower the size of the vase. And that should help sort it a little bit.
Can you check on the air conditioning?
Are you hot?
I'm hot.
I don't think the air's been turned on yet this year.
She said that the air was kicking on, but I
out there. Oh, it's 75 in here.
Yeah, I'm a little toasty. The ceiling fan's not cutting it. Old lady problems. I need
Turning it
some
on.
air.
Okay.
I'm gonna melt over here.
I can break. Well, we have the fan going. We have a few. Ooh, that's loud.
I was in the hot tub the other night, and I was like trying to get up out of the water. I said, "It's getting to be summer. We got to turn this hot tub down because it's 102."
It's so hot. Yeah. Our hot tub was 103 last night.
And he said, "What's wrong with you? It feels good." I'm like, I am in menopause. This is killing me. You have to turn it down. I'm gonna die. Otherwise, you could just sit out here by yourself.
The menopause melt.
I'm just going to turn it into a little swimming pool for the summer and take the heat off completely.
There you go. That's what you should do.
Cut the third one in half.
Oh my gosh.
So my designers know what I'm doing. I'm cutting the third one in half in order to make the flowers go balanced.
There you go.
I think they call that,
gosh.
like, it's the Arizona hot tubs are all cold.
Really?
Somebody told me that. I don't know if it's true.
That's funny. I could see it. I mean, why have a hot tub in Arizona at all would be my question to you.
Maybe when it's 60 degrees and it feels cold to you, that's just right. Oh, that's cute.
60 is nice.
I don't think it needs extra stuff, do you?
No, I really don't. I think it's pretty
Quite
good
well
already.
we're ahead? Okay.
Yeah.
So then you just have to control these little vines, but where I'm hanging on to has to have a wire first. So we're going to put 2 wires.
That's a big one. Okay, Sue, you said you wanted a big swag.
This isn't going to hang on a door, though, with a loop-de-loop. It's definitely going to be a table thing. Otherwise, it just never lays correctly.
Donna said, oh no, get out the slushies.
Right. That's
So
just what I
true.
need is alcohol while I'm in the hot tub. That'd make it even worse, but I try to drink in the hot tub sometimes, and it just backfires. The wine, I get really overheated.
That happens. I was in the hot tub last night for just a little bit, but I was just so sore from cleaning. It's rough out there.
Well, at least you got some cleaning done.
I did. Cleaned my car. I spent 3 hours cleaning my car.
Well, I'm proud of you, because you're not a good car cleaner.
I am not. Not
Generally,
something I'm known for.
It drives me crazy. She doesn't clean her car.
I mean, it can be picked up, but I'm not deep cleaning.
Oh.
I had like a little scrub brush for all the little cracks and dusting and all the...
You were into it?
Yeah, it took me hours.
You know, the guys across the street will clean the car for you.
What?
The guys across the street clean cars.
Oh, I know, for like few $100s.
Probably a couple $100.
Yeesh.
Okay, I am wiring the heck out of it so that it stays really well.
She's focusing. The focus is
One
real.
more wrap of wire, yes, then we have it. And then I will show you how it looks in a tray. How are we doing on time?
46.
Not bad, okay.
Pat said, "You amaze me holding it with one hand, cutting and then placing the floral while still keeping it all together."
Lots of years of experience. But if you make this at home, just wire as you go.
Would
Put
this
some
work
wires
on
it.
Sue's wall? She needs one for a wall.
No. I think if you were to hang it on a wall... Well,
How big do you need it, Sue?
Maybe you could.
Because here's this one that we designed for this look.
Yes, this is gonna...
I'll let you finish that and we'll show Sue that one.
Okay. This one
She might like that.
I'm designing to go upright, but I suppose if you hung it on the wall, you could bend these
Ooh,
down.
that could be cute. Like over a piece of art would be really nice.
So I could put a hanger on it.
Kathy said, "Oh, Amy, I was going to make a swag for my bedroom above my slider. I think you're in my mind."
Oh, well, that's something. Above a sliding door is good because you need a big piece there. This vine would be excellent. You could just use the vine straight instead of making a loop, and then it would be as long as your patio door, which is probably 78 inches wide, trim to trim, because I sell window coverings.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Deborah, oh no, the fish sold. We only have a small one left.
Oh, the big... I saw
Yes.
somebody bought out the fish. If you're wondering...
We need a name for this giant swag, you guys. I see Kathy wants it, and I realize we don't have a swag. She needs 35 to 37 inches, Sue says. Oh, yes, I should have Colty clean my car.
He needs to do Grandma's
Little
car.
Colton. I'll go out for a swim day in their pool one day. I'll say,
Oh, yeah. I called my brother yesterday, and I said, can I help get your pool ready? And he says, we're filling it right now. So I missed,
Oh, they were just filling it?
So I missed the helping get it ready
What's
with
the
a
getting
new
it
liner.
ready?
Well, you have to get a new liner in it, and
I see.
they clean it up, get all the area all cleaned up. I should help because I'm always out in my brother's in-ground pool. But he says it'll be full in 2 days.
Wow.
Then the heater might get it ready to go by the weekends.
Okay, well, that should be good.
But it takes 2 days to fill it.
Yeah, it's a big pool.
Okay, so you can see that shaping makes all the difference, and if you have a preference, when you get it, you can shape it how you like, too. It doesn't have to be just the way I've got it, but all these little wingies make it a great choice for a tray. We're going to show it in a tray.
Oh, I need to give you a paper for adding this up, don't I?
Yes.
You're waiting on me.
Yes, let's get some labor on there. And this
There
is
is-
a great looking swag that Kelsey made. The classic everyday swag is $87.50. This is 32 inches long, and does it have a hanger? Is there no hanger on this one? No, there's no hanger. We better check on those and get some hangers on them. It is got the mossy twig going on in there, and then some very, I think these are charcoal gray berries. I would call them gray. Gray berries. And then you've got the mossy chartreuse color of that lichen moss picks up with this little flower pod situation in that limey chartreuse green. So I do like that combo.
And did you say the length of that one?
So this one is 32 inches.
Okay, so it's a little short for it.
It's a little
We'll
short.
make more. Now that I know that's what you're after, Sue, we can make some more stuff.
So yes, this thing is huge.
That's cool.
We'll measure it. It's probably 45 inches.
Spin towards me
So if it were to hang,
without hitting me.
if it were to hang,
At its peak, it's 48. The bulk of it is 35.
you just have to bend the loops Or we could make one without loops, actually, to make it hang on the wall. If you love it, then I'll just make maybe 3 really short loops, or I'll make it short for you so that it stretches long. You could even probably make no loops and then have the little tiny nails hold the ends of the garland so it stretches way across and then it's thick to thin.
We need a name for it. I'll look the comments. It's 128.
128? Well, that looks very showy for 128.
It does, yep.
It's the twig. The twig is not a very expensive thing to give it all the volume it needed.
Yes.
And then the other small little swag that is too small, I'm sure, is this guy.
We're going to call it, really quick, back to the swag, before we move on from it, that is 128. We're going to call it white lace.
Okay.
White lace swag.
Like
and it's 42 by 12 by 9.
And then
$128.
this one.
And I
Also
think
neutral.
Kathy wants
This is the
this.
25-inch homegrown swag. 25-inch homegrown swag. So hopefully these things might hit the mark, but we're still making more for this look. So if there's a shape you're looking for and you haven't seen it yet.
Ooh, these are fun names. I'm going to save these. What does it look like with the butterfly, Karen
Thank
asks.
you for reminding me. So let's set up our tray. We have the Katie tray. That we're
Oh,
going
Marilyn
to
got that
style.
fish. Sorry, Deborah. She snatched it up.
The Katie tray is so pretty.
That's Katy.
Katy. This is the small for $40.50. I think this would even look pretty hanging on the wall. It's caning, and then we're going to style it in the large. The large is $52.50. It looks like it's about 24 inches. Let me see how big this is. No, it's 19 inches, 18 inches square. 18 inches with 3-inch sides, so it's kind of deep. So we're going to lay it in there angled. We're going to put a book. The more vintagey, the better. Why are we putting a book in there, you might ask? Let's find out.
Kathy wants this swag. So 2 Kathys want that swag.
It's the Kathy swag. Okay, the butterfly, which is optional, but it is $5.99. I think it's even on sale. So this is the inexpensive little monarch butterfly pick. Ooh, there you go. Can take a look at it. I would just lay it in there. And because it's wired, it will easily, you can just attach it with one little wire and it'll stay. Get the butterflies flying around. Then I'm going to reach in my bag of goodies.
Oh.
Maybe. I was going to use sea glass, but I don't think it's going to show up as
Where'd you
much.
get all this sea glass?
I don't know. I mean, whose sea glass is that? Is it mine? I don't
Oh,
remember.
that looks like mine.
I have the kids' stuff still at my house. So we're going to grab some seashells and we're going to lay a couple of shells on the book. And something like that, whatever that is. And we're going to put some colored ones. And there's some pieces of blue glass. We can throw some blue glass in there. Depends. You'd want to style this on your table where it's not going to get spilt. So if I pick this up, it'll be moving. But the book gives it a place to rest in an open weave tray. Plus, it lifts my swag up because the swag is going to drop down into this 3-inch tray a little far. Then you'd have room for large shells to go in there. Or like this thing, which is probably a chunk of, I don't know what, some kind of sandstone. Some sand dollars. I meant to go out to my fireplace and get my really big shells out of my glass fireplace. I forgot. Because I have them on my fire pits. The seashells don't burn. If you've ever laid them in a fire pit, they look cool, but they don't burn. Okay, that is a way to style this and give you a fun design that incorporates some of your travel mementos in there. I like it.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And that's a pretty good sized tray combination for a large table centerpiece. If that might fit at your house. Very fun. So we decided to call this swag
The white lace.
white lace. Okay. The white lace swag. and it has plenty of white flowers, but if you like the color, I think we sold out of the blue butterfly, didn't we? We just have this butterfly? Okay. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, they were selling quite quickly.
So we better recap our designs today.
Yeah.
This one, the white lace, if you would like any of these designs, you could be watching in replay. We might have already turned them into online products by the same name, so you could search for it online if you're watching this a couple days down the road.
Well, just send us a message, and we'll either send you a link to it, or we'll get that order placed for you.
We'll make sure you get one of these, and they'll be handmade for you. It'll be an original design here. You saw it yourself. It's an original design.
Yeah.
Nobody else is making these anywhere else in the world, which is what's so fun about the florals that we create here at Magnolias. It is our niche. We are expert designers. I train my team, and they are a cracker team. They are awesome. We've got great designers going on. So this little piece here is the third item I made. The first one
so that is the white lace swag, and again, that was paper fell. $128 for the white lace swag. It does not include the butterflies. That's a fun little addition if you would like.
Inexpensive butterflies. Maybe you want 2 of them in there instead of just 1. And then we also created the drop-in, which is called you can ask for it by the Meadow Splendor drop-in. Meadow Splendor. So that drop-in is 36 inches tall, 20 inches across. It's shown in our Paulownia wood vase. And this is the large 16-inch size vase. And this is the allium and hydrangea combination with a little touch of blue. Just a little blue throughout our new collection. You're going to watch for it now online. She's dropped you the link for the Scenic Route collection. And then this piece has your choice of mushroom or no mushroom. I would put the mushroom in one of the green spots there. This piece has the Cosmos Daisy, the Wild Garden Bowl. This is the Wild Garden Bowl for $111, and by the way, this drop-in was $134. $134, $111, and that will give you all kinds of fun bendy vines, some succulents, a very fun terracotta bowl. And yes, we can ship this, even though it's pretty sizable and it has these spiky little stems. We will ship that for you. Get them out in a couple of days. It's usually all it takes.
Hey, question from Donna. She bought art that's 45 by 40, and she got a swag, but it's way too small. How big would you say, how much overhang do you want on swags above art?
I don't usually do any overhang.
So about the same?
I would do it similar in length or slightly under versus over. Probably the only way I would do it over is if it was a garland that was running across and deliberately draping down.
Or if it was like a small piece of art, I guess.
If it was a small piece of art, then yes, you might have to have it a little bigger, but most of the time, undersize of the width of the art is better. And we can always custom design too. You can work with Connie at the store, and I'll oversee all custom designs. We create things from scratch, and you could just say, I'm inspired by floral such and such. I like the colors in it, but I need it to be this big, or I don't like that one flower. So it can be a process, but we work back and forth with you and get that designed and photographed so that you can approve it before it gets shipped to you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
All right, well, 3 fun designs today. I am excited to go back to the retail store next. Keep working on my displays for this look. I'm going to turn the video camera on and do a video that Kate can show you on high speed.
Okay.
High speed decorating, which I need to do anyway. We need to go speedy. I got a lot going on. We got to finish that display before the store opens tomorrow. So you can catch us on Tuesday night. Our lives are at 5 o'clock Central, and it's always a fun live. It'll be a casual, good old time, and we'll show you this new collection that we're going to call Scenic Route. It'll come together with some light and airy everyday looks that will be inspiring your summer. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining me on the Live Design Day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.